Let me see. Yes, we've got volume. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees for day one of the December Use It Up challenge. I'm really excited about this because last month we did scraps and I have a whole heap of scrap videos to upload for you. Unfortunately, vertigo got the best of me last month and it just knocked me flat and I could fall out of a chair, sitting up. It was a crazy month. It was on again, off again, up again, down again. It was a shocker. So I didn't get very much done last month at all on Stampin' Among Gum Trees, on cheapskates, at home, the garden. I've got weeds in my garden, folks. So this month, I was really looking forward to doing a Use It Up challenge because I don't like waste, but I absolutely love being able to use up one whole packet of designer series paper before I open a new one. And this is something I started a couple of years ago during COVID, I think it was 2020, June or July 20. It might have been May or June 2020. It was when a new annual catalogue came out, and I fell in love with a packet of DSP. But you know what? I have so much, and you can see on the shelves behind me, I have a lot of DSP to use up. If I'm going to get a new packet, I have to use it all. So I challenged myself, just myself, to use up that whole packet. And I did it. I got 96 cards out of it. And I did lots of different things. I did fun folds. I did just straight cards. The one thing I didn't do was one sheet wonders. I'm not a fan of those, but I do have a couple of them planned for this month, for this particular DSP, because it just lends itself to that sort of card making. So I hope that you can stick with me for the month, travel along with me. Oops, just keep the rubbish bin over as we go through and see if we can use up a whole packet. I've given myself the whole month to do it because otherwise it will be a few really long videos, I think. So let's spread it out. And the best part is if you can't join me on the lives, there's always the replays. So hello, Maureen. Hello, Wild Woman. So glad you could join me today. Let me just run through what we'll be using. First of all, let me say why I like these challenges, and I think I just did. But most of us who are paper crafters, look behind me, we are paper hoarders. We get beautiful papers and our imaginations go crazy with how they could be used, and then we go, it's too pretty to cut into. And we leave it on the shelf. And we pile them up and pile them up. So one of the reasons is to not do that. There's no point in keeping it on the shelf. It's like having good china and never using it. What's the point? Or having beautiful clothes and never wearing them. There's no point. Nice jewelry and never wearing it. What's the point in having it if you don't use it? So with our DSPs, we're going to use it. So instead of hoarding our papers, we're going to use them and use them up. Now, I did a little poll, excuse me, for this month, and it was like a three-way tie. And I went, how am I going to break this? This is too hard for me. So I wrote the names on pieces of paper, put them into a cup, and got my husband to pick one out. And he picked out, the one he picked out was Painterly Pears, which is perfect because I'm a bit over Christmas, guys. We've done a lot of Christmas. It's time to move on. I've already written my Christmas cards out. Some of them have already gone. The rest will go tomorrow. So I'm ready to move on to something new. So I was happy, and the Painterly Pears suite is just perfect for this because it's just so versatile. It has beautiful beautiful fruit images, the pears, the blossoms, the leaves are just gorgeous. Some of them can be die cut, some of them can be fussy cut, and the colors are for me to say I like them is quite odd because they're not really my colors. Let me flip you down and we will I'll show you what I mean. How do I flip us down? I've forgotten. It's been a while. Nope, here we go. I'll find the buttons, guys. Here we go. Okay. So this is the DSP. And as you can see, let me move that out of the way. The colours are gorgeous. I've got it upside down for you. Sorry. But look, we've got petal pink. I know it's not pink. It's peachy apricot colour. Look at the pears, but look at the detail in them and the depth of shading. They're just beautiful. And then we've got Secret C on the back in a very neutral sort of check pattern. We've got this one, which is beautiful border pattern. And again, look at the detail in the pears and even the shading on the blossoms. This paper, the designer of this paper absolutely did a brilliant job. And on the back, got a really pretty neutral in a light petal pink and a dark petal pink. Really pretty. This one might well be my favourite out of the lot of them. And I love the dark background with the Secret Sea, and then you've got the Mossy Meadow and the Old Olive, the Darling Duckling. When you look at Darling Duckling as a piece of cardstock, where is it? I've got some here to show you. Look at Darling Duckling as a piece of cardstock. I did have some. Here it is. It's hiding. Where is it? It looks earthy. It's a bit dirty or something. But look at it on this paper. It just works. It's gorgeous. And the other side of this is like the Secret Sea check, but in Darling Duckling. And we've got this all over pattern. And we've got pairs of pears, single pairs, just almost in a vine sort of design. I love this. Very soft background. And the Mossy Meadow on the reverse. I think you know Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow and me. I'm fond of Mossy Meadow. This sheet is absolutely perfect for die cutting because we have dies, and I will show them to you. Dies. This is the Perfectly Pairs stamp set. The dies, there are 10 dies in the set. So we've got the big pair that goes there like that. We've got the little pairs that go like that and get cut out. There we go. And there's the leaves there, cut out for your big pairs. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So no fussy cutting needed if you do these. Plus we have this gorgeous, I don't know what you call it. It's like it reminds me of Hessian or rough weave something for adding texture. Couple of little banner dies. It's gorgeous. Little flowers, they cut out, I'm pretty sure. Let me pop this back here. Have I got them all? Yes. And the row of little flowers, just gorgeous. There's 10 dies. Then we've got stamps that also match those dies. So you can stamp and colour if that's your thing. It's not mine. I do not like colouring. That's why I stamp. But we've got 2-step stamps, big and small, and the leaves, and some really nice sentiments in this bundle. If you don't have it, I'm hoping by the end of the month I'll have convinced you that it is well worth getting. Well worth getting. In fact, the whole suite is beautiful. So there's that, and then the reverse of that. How pretty is that? It's just old olive and mossy meadow and just leaves. The things we can do with that, folks. And then this one, I've already got that one. This one, again, the Darling Duckling background, and it looks really nice like this on its own. Darling Duckling is, I think, a really ugly colour, but when you team it up, you've got the bits of light and dark Secret Sea, the mossy meadow, the old olive, the petal pink. It just works. Now these remind me very much, this one, and this one especially reminds me very, very much of William Morris type designs. His designs had lots of fruit, lots of birds and animals and things in it, and the colours remind me very much of a William Morris type design. So, and I've worked a few tapestries of his designs in the past, and they are stunningly beautiful. So that's the paper we are using this month. Run you through the cardstock. We've got Darling Duckling because all the colours are coordinated. Basic Beige, that is black and white, and they're not colours in the suite, but we will be using those for different things. Secret Sea, which I'm pretty sure most of you know might be my new favourite colour. Then we have Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and where'd the Petal Pink go? Oh, there it is, and Petal Pink. They're the colours in the suite, so they're the colours we'll be working with this month. I'm going to try and stick to the colours. I've got my ink pad, except I haven't got Darling Duckling. I think I've still got it packed away in my, unless I put it back here. Nope. It must still be packed in my bag. So how cute are they? All right. Oh, the gems are the low profile sparkle dots. They're also part of the suite that we'll be using. And the ribbon, and I've used the ribbon before. You've seen me use this ribbon before because it's so pretty. The mossy meadow and gold. How pretty is that? It's gold on one side, mossy meadow on the other with a sparkle. How pretty is it? See? Just is gorgeous. This ribbon is, to say, the ribbons lately have absolutely been stunning. So see if I can get my clip back on because I'm a bit khaki-handed at the moment. Oops. All right. So to get us started, because, you know, we've got a lot of paper to go through. We've got, how many sheets? We have 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper to go through. We've got 6 designs. They're double-sided. So that might not sound like much, but let me tell you, 12 sheets, and cut it down, that's 48 sheets of 6 by 6. That is a lot of paper to get through. We will do it. I can't get that clip on, so we'll just have to wait till later. Pop those over there. Now, I'm going to, for our first design, I wanted to do something, where is it? Where did I put that paper? Just had it. There it is. I thought we'd use this border print and we'll just churn out. Thought we'd use border print. I can't find it. And we just had it. Here it is. We'll churn out a few cards and see. Now, I've got my envelope here with my full paper pack in it, so I'll be adding scraps and things to that. So we'll see the end of the month. I will be keeping track of what we're doing. And I thought I'm going to case the one sheet wonder layout from Tammy White, who is a demonstrator in the US, I believe. We will see how we go. So I need some more Darling Duckling. More here. No, just give me a second. I'll get it from over on the shelf. She has Darling Duckling card bases. And secret. Oh, she didn't actually, but I'm going to. We'll use a Darling Duckling card base. We're going to use 4 card bases. So they need to be. Let me get my paper trimmer out. Spread it out like this. Now, you know I cut my paper down to 29. And didn't cut very well. What did I do wrong? Oh, no, it's not. Leave that. Goodness me, concentrate. 29. Like so. Because I'm a bit of a lazy paper crafter. We're going to score it at 10.5. And then we'll cut it at 14.5, and that will give us 2 card bases. We will repeat that. For another 2 card bases. Like so. And then 29, zip it up. Yep. Score once, cut twice. Like so. Just cut it at 14.5. Now I chose to do this the first day. I've already worked out 2 weeks worth of cards that we can make. Now we will need inserts for that. So let's get some basic white and we will cut it down to 10. While we're doing the cutting, we might as well do this. 10 by 14. That'll give us our inserts. If you use a dark enough ink, you can stamp straight onto the Darling Duckling. But I like the body the mats give the cards, and I like the look they give our cards. That's the inserts, that's the cards, that goes there. Now, Secret C mats, so Secret C, so pretty. And I need 4 of those. Cut the same, they will be cut at 10. 5, 14. And then we can start cutting down the DSP and working on how to embellish and decorate the cards. How's that work for you? Now, today is the last day of the Black Friday sale. It's the first ever Black Friday sale from Stampin' Up. And I believe basic white. And I think it's very vanilla. I'll check for you in a moment, are back in stock. If you need basic white cardstock, now is the time to stock up on it. Okay, that's our card bases. Pop those there. Now we're going to cut our DSP. I'm going to cut it at 6 inches. We will trim it down, but I want to be able to work out the orientation of the cards so I can see what I want to do, because I'm going to change it. How did you know? I'm going to change it. All right. So it will give us some scraps to use a scrap for scrappy cards. All right. Let's put it at 13.5. It's going to cut that pear. I go this way. What will I do? What? No, this might work for this one. Okie dokie. Then add that. No. Like that. We're going to get more. We're going to get heaps more out of this. Okay. What we're going to do is trim this off. Might trim it off this way. And okay. So that's got to go to 10. There we are. That can go on there like that. Swap to bring that down half a centimetre. So it needs to go down. There we go. Like that, I think. Right. And then this bit, I'm going to find a piece of white for the mat. That and go there like that. Or that's too wide. Does look pretty. I could fussy cut it. So it does look pretty. Okay, I'll leave those. I'll think about that. So that's one. Okay, now let's see if we want to trim this to 13.5. We'll just go down 1/2 centimetre. It's really pretty too. Think about what to do with that. And that's 2 done. Right, now we needed to go 13. Didn't we? It's all right. can do that. And we can go 9.5 that way. Or do we want to go 9.5 that way? Ooh. Ooh. Do we want it to go like that? Or like that? Decisions. I'm going to do it this way. Shouldn't give me choices because it takes them too long to decide. That's really pretty. Okay. And we'll put that on the inside somehow, or in the envelope, or something where you'll not waste it. Try and not have scraps on our first day. And this one, it's going to go this way again. I think. So I really like that. Chop the wrong bit off. Go like that. Goes there. We've got that little bit. Okie dokie. For the time being, that's all the cutting. Right. Dimensional backings. I was talking to my friend Teresa the other day, and I said, oh, those dimensional backings breed. Okay, let's get a card base. Let's get a card base. And let's fold it. Now, I would, as a rule, line it up against my paper trimmer. I just put it down. Now remember, bumpy side of the score line to the inside, and why won't that lie flat? Why won't that lie flat? A bit better. Okay. We'll do the stamping. We might do all the stamping at once, but we're going to stick this now. Thinking, because we're going to stamp something there. We could also wrap some ribbon. Let's wrap some ribbon. So I just love this ribbon. So if we're going to stamp something there, and I am going to use these cards that we are making today for my team cards. So there's a hello. Hello. Here it is. Right. Special friend as a gift, I'm sure it is. Hello, there it is. I'm just going to stamp it in. It's a really tiny little stamp. Pop it there. My small stamp block. Yep. And I'm thinking, Secret Sea, Mossy Meadow, maybe Mossy Meadow, because we're using the dab. Up. There. It's only tiny. That'll do, because we'll fix it with some gems in a minute. Let me clean my stamp. There's my stamp. Yeah. If you don't have one of these, put it on your wish list for Christmas. It's brilliant for cleaning your stamps. It does a brilliant job. Ooh, look how clean that stamp is. I'm going to put it straight away straight away so I don't lose it. Okay. Right. This I'm just going to stick down. Straight down. I move my mat. Just straight down so that crazy weather. Can you hear the rain? It is absolutely pouring out there. Absolutely pouring. We had a massive storm at lunchtime. All right, that's just going to go centered up like that. Then let me get some. Did I cut that ribbon? I did. Thought I did. Let's pop that. That. Green side up or gold side up? Green side. Some tear tape. Because we're not popping it up on dimensionals now. Okay, hold it where I want it to be roughly. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to use the lines on my glass mat to tell me I've got it on straight. There we go. And just going to tie a little knot. I don't do good bows, as you know, so let's just tie a little knot. Don't do little knots either. My fingers aren't working very well. Oh dear. Oh dear. Here we go. Grab that tail. That's it. There we go. And we'll just tie a little knot, just like so. Now, glue dots. I just had a pokey swivel, so let's grab a glue dot, pop it under there, just to hold it in place. There. She says as the glue dot is stuck to her finger, twist that a bit and go snip and snip. There we are. That can go onto the front of the card. I'm using art glitter glue because it's my favoritist glue, favoritist liquid adhesive. Centering on the front. There we go. Right, and we'll leave that till the end. One down. Think about it. I'm just going to put a pear in there. There's a pear in there. Okay, this one is going this way. Where's my hello? I just took it off, didn't I? Because I was going to use these for my team cards this month. Right. Now, this one almost feel like I need to fussy cut around the top here and see how we go. I'm not very good at fussy cutting. Especially on little things like this. I don't have a great deal of control in my hands, so it can get a bit out of whack. There we go. I'm going to go up there like that. And I'm going to go back in. Hi, Evelyn. How are you? Post office. Was it busy at the post office? I'm dreading it. It was busy enough last week when I was there. My little post office that I go to is a lovely little post office. Really nice people in it. But oh my, it gets busy. I keep telling them, don't be so nice. That's why people use you. All right. And how was I going to do this? What's I going to do with this? I was going to pop that back up there like that. I don't know. I'll think about it. Because then I need to stamp my Duvawaki there, don't I? My hello. Maybe try Secret C. Let's see how that works. Being a bit darker. It's a pretty colour, Secret C. Don't use my phone there. Did you know that Stampin' Up! Is moving completely away from red rubber stamps to photopolymer, the clear stamps? In fact, that's already started from this month. There are no new stamps will be produced in red rubber. They'll all be the clear. Frantic at the post office, I bet it was. Actually, now I see that there, I don't mind it, so I might just stick that down. But if you're going to use your clear stamps, don't drop it onto, oh, that's right. Put something under them, because the red rubber had a bit of bounce built into it, whereas your clear stamps don't. So if you're using the Pierce mat, the Stampin' Pierce mat is really good. Your silicone craft sheet is really good for that sort of thing too. Okay. Go like that. I'm going to carry on the ribbon theme. It's pretty. I think I will. Just because I can. So we'll do the same thing again. Run the down like so. Flip it over, grab my tear tape. Just had it. What did I do with it? Use the lines to line it up and make it straight. So I might do as a bow in the middle. So I might do as a bow in the middle. Yeah. It's jolly cold here today. No, no, it was the first day of summer. I didn't cut it big enough. Oh my golly gosh. I'm not wasting it either. So what we'll do is simple. We'll go like so. We'll go like so. We'll go like so. Over. Put through. Give it a twist as it comes through. There we go. Even a bad little bow, both little bows go. It can just sit there like that on a glue dot. Drop another one underneath it. Hold it in place. Here we go. Alrighty. Stuck to my finger again, is it? Oh gosh. Oh dear. Stick this down. Add it to the front. There we go. Now, we have a new catalogue starting in January, 11 degrees. Oh my goodness. Oh, Evelyn, I know. This is going to sound mean. I have cut down the size of the parcels I've been sending overseas. Just because it was horrendous cost of postage. And that sounds really mean, but I don't mean it. I don't want it to be mean. Okay, clumpy side in, edges together, get the bone folder, burnish, make sure it's going the right way, and we can stick this down. I actually don't mind that combination of Darling Duckling and Secret Sea. It's starting to look quite nice. Oh, $27. Ouch. Sometimes I think those prepaid bags, depending on what you're sending, but sometimes those prepaid bags aren't too bad value-wise. And stick those inside for a minute. Okie dokie. Oh, we got this pretty one. This is going this way. Do you know what? I don't know that I particularly want a... I don't want a ribbon. Do I feel the need for a ribbon? It's a really nice font in this little stamp, but notice I fiddled it and I've got some shadowing happening. So I'll give it a clean. There we go. I just do a bow. Had it right, turned around, up through there like that, and pull. Pull that down like so. maybe nothing. Maybe just nothing in this one. No, I started with the ribbon. Let's finish them with the ribbon. Stick this down. Stick this down. I'm wondering how many cards we'll get out of this pack of designer series paper, because I've only got a couple of one sheet wonder type things planned, because like I said, they're not my favoritist thing to do. I don't really know why they're not my favoritist thing to do, other than they tend to be a bit boring, a bit mundane, a bit, I don't know. And I think it's because when I first started card making in earnest, one of the very first projects we did was a one sheet wonder, but it was so complicated and it had so many bits to it, and it was not my cup of tea at all. So I simply didn't enjoy it. Left over right, put through, just a little knot. We don't need to do a bow, just a little knot. Slide it down to where I want it, which is about there, and pull. There we go. Oh. Take my scissors and get them sharpened. The fellow not far from here that does them, I don't know, he does them all over the place, but he does them at home too. So you knock on the door and say, "Can you please sharpen my scissors?" Yes, certainly. Let's get a base. Here we go. Oh, I started to tell you about, talk about hail and sideways rain. Yeah, we've had thunder, Maureen, and lots of rain. Oh my gosh, which has been really good for the garden. And I'm grateful that I persevered yesterday and I ran in and out, 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 grabbing washing that was almost dry but I had, and it was pretty much dry by the time I managed to get it all in about 3 o'clock. It was pretty much dry, which was really good. Okay, down to our last one. So it's really pretty too. What did I do? What did I do? The stamp. Hello. Go. Close that up. Otherwise, I will get it everywhere. Which I just did because I put my finger in it. Get wet wipe. Clean my hands. Okay. In we go. Right, ribbon. Is everyone ready for Christmas? Someone was asking yesterday, I think it was, if anyone had started their Christmas preparations yet. Oh my goodness. I would hope they had. Be a bit late to be starting. Well, for me, it'd be a bit late to be starting now. I'd feel like I was never going to get it done in time, because although I have to say, with older children, there's not quite, the work is different when your children are are when your children aren't stick. When your children aren't little, you don't have quite the amount of work. Although I will say that hiding the presents from them is harder when they're grown up. Spend more time looking for hiding spots than anything else. Go. Chop this one again. I've got sticky stuff on my scissors. That's what the problem is. Someone's cut something very sticky. My scissors. Okay, much better. Glue dot. Like the wiggle room I have with liquid adhesive. Side in and together. Where's the bottom folder? Down. I think I quite like these. I wasn't too sure at first. Maybe they'll turn out, maybe they won't. Huh. You never know with me, do you? The problem is what looks amazing in my imagination doesn't always translate, but these are quite pretty. And it is gorgeous paper. It's beautiful, beautiful paper. Right, now we were going to stick this down here like this. Do the big, and I might just go ahead and do the big one. And I might not even fussy cut it. The insert, I might just, and we will, it's easy enough to fussy cut because it's just leaves. So we'll go around, you get this one, and we go around, around, up. Joking, just like so. Right there, and then I've got room to write a nice welcome to the team message, and match glue, push it down. Right, what was I going to do with this one? Similar sort of thing. Just do a quick sort of very quick little fussy. Right. I'm trying really hard. I'm going to keep a little box too with all the teensy bits in it so that we can see at the end of the month just how much is left, but also maybe we can come up with something to do with them. You never know. You never know. A little bit of card surgery happening here, but I'm going to chop that bit off because it looks odd. Right, that's better. Front, back, like that. More card surgery needed. The edge there, which wouldn't really have mattered, I suppose, but I would have known it was there. Okay. So put your thinking caps on, folks. See what we can do in January. We will have the new catalogue, the new January to April mini catalogue, and I have seen it, and I have seen the most beautiful, beautiful products. I think it's the first catalogue I looked at and said, I want everything, absolutely everything. It is just stunning. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like me to send you a catalogue, as soon as they are released, I will happily do that. Just let me know and I will send you a catalogue. If you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, contact them and say, please send me one for new mini, so that I can see all these beautiful products. They are just gorgeous. Honestly, if I was a bazillionaire, I would be buying everything in that catalogue because it is so pretty. So, so pretty. So many things in it. Oh, no, it's all right. I was thinking this would have made a nice bookmark. It would have too. You know when you're fussy cutting to turn the paper, not the scissors, don't you? It gives you better control. The other thing that really helps is, and not many people do this, and I should be doing it because I have them, is using nail scissors. Get a decent pair of nail scissors and save them just for fussy cutting. The curved blade gives a really nice edge and makes it super simple to cut. I'm just going to trim this down a bit more. When I do decoupage, I use nail scissors because they just give the nicest finish to the cutting. There we go. He'll do. Just like that. So like I said, I'm not good at fussy comb. There's a corner, an edge there. So I'm going to line that up and line that up. And that should just sort of sit there like that. We'll pop this into the card. We can add our sparkle gems. They're really pretty. And all today's offering done. There we go. All right, now that up there. Right, where'd the cap go for this? Yes. So I certainly don't. Right, sparkle gems. Where did I put them? Right here. No profile sparkle dots. There's the lid. These are called they're pretty. With the yellow, the green, the blue. I think that's Secret Sea, Old Olive or Mossy Meadow, Darling Duckling. I'm thinking, because we're using the ribbon, we might use these. Try on there. This one. Oh, this would look like with yellow. Let's try the Darling Duckling, please. Yeah. Lift off. Oh, that really stuck down. Lift, lift, lift. Yeah. And what over there? This one. I might use yellow for this one too. The Darling Duckling looks quite nice from there. 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 I spend too much time thinking about where I put the dots. I nearly go mental. So I just go bang, bang, bang when I can. But the yellow does look pretty. Okay. Ah, there you go. There. Okay. These back in the packet. And then right, this is what is left from that 12 by 12 sheet. So we will save these. I'm going to keep them. At the end of the month, we'll see what we have left. And these are the 4 cards that we made today. So that's not too bad an offering, I don't think. There it is on my fingernail. Look at that. I'll pop that back in the packet. So I am happy with those for our first Use It Up challenge. Maybe that's what we could do in January. Just a whole month of one sheet wonders. A few years ago, something funny, it popped up in my Facebook memories thing. Maureen will remember this. last week. But back in 2018, so it was a long time ago, I had an order from a lady for some twist and pop cards. And the memory popped up in my Facebook feed the other day, and it was, like twist and pops. I had to make 64. I made 64 twist and pop cards for her. Thankfully, she wanted a mixture of traditional and contemporary. They had to be Christmas, traditional and contemporary design, so I could use whatever. She wasn't fussed about colors or anything. But the total order was 64. It took me 2 weeks, 2 and a bit weeks to get those 64 twist and pop cards done. And I think Maureen will probably remember I nearly went mental trying to do them. It was just crazy. I was thinking about it when the memory popped up, and I thought, I haven't made one since. I sort of feel maybe if we did a whole month of one sheet wonders, I'd feel like that about them too. Okay, thank you for joining me on day one. I'm really happy with the way they've turned out, considering that, we got 4 beautiful cards plus pretty insides, and they're really simple. Anyone could copy those, paste them if you want to. Really simple to do. So that's day one of our December challenge over and done with. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you're notified when we go live. If you like today's video, thumbs up, please. That really helps us. And if you know someone who might like the video or might like to know about the challenge, there's a share button. If you hit that, it will send them a link. If you've got any questions, my contact details are in the description box below. And of course, if you like to craft on a budget and you want to be part of a group of really lovely, happy crafters, you can join my team of Stampers Among the Gum Trees. And the details for that are below too. Got any questions, let me know. I will see you tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. for day 2. Thank you again for joining me, and have a great day, everyone.